Monica and I visited Porto, Portugal on our cruise. Porto is not a coastal city, so we had a bit of a bus ride to get here. Of course, the first thing we did was go to a bakery. We're in Europe. Of course, we're going to a bakery. We tried these little custards. They were pretty good. The coffee was very good. And then we went to visit the train station. So why did we go to the train station? Because it's beautiful inside. They have these huge blue tile murals, most of them 15 to 20 feet high, mostly showing rural scenes from Portugal. They're just stunning, lovely blue tile murals. This same blue tile you see on the fascia of buildings around Porto. I'll grab a photo of this and put it in the slideshow later. So when we were done with the train station, we started wandering around the downtown area. Reminded me of San Francisco with the real steep streets. The whole city's built on a hillside coming up from a river. Then we visited a McDonald's, of all things. This is probably the nicest McDonald's I've ever been in, but it's really just a McDonald's. I think having the McDonald's ordering kiosks kind of spoils the vibe a bit, but it is a super nice McDonald's. This is some of the blue tile I mentioned earlier. You see it on some of the building facades. While we were walking around, we came across this lovely little park. We also visited a cathedral, and then we just began wandering around the city. One of the things about Porto is that it isn't a particularly pedestrian-friendly city, even though a lot of the streets are pedestrian-only. Porto is a very, very old city, so you really can't put cars on a lot of these streets. Now, the downtown and tourist areas are very pleasant, busy, bustling with tourists and businesses. As we started walking through some of the neighborhoods, I started realizing that many of these buildings are abandoned, especially the upper floors. This entire block has a condemned sign on it. All these buildings you're looking at here are abandoned. It's really a shame. These would be nice properties otherwise. It felt like about 20% of the city is abandoned. So what happened? Well, the solidarity economy is what happened. The filthy capitalists were stealing the dignity of the workers, so the city government began redistributive taxes in the 1970s with very high real estate taxes. So all these riverfront properties are abandoned. These are empty buildings. All of these are. So there was a massive urban flight, which they haven't recovered from yet. But they are trying. They're really going for British tourism and American expats. Again, more abandoned buildings. Here you can see the basis of the solidarity economy. A lot of this may look familiar to Europeans. Well, after the kind of depressing walk around the city, we finally got to our destination, which was Holy Sandwiches. We met this guy, Renato, who remembered Monica from her previous trip to Porto. The sandwiches were really, really good sandwiches. So, that's Porto.